Join Chris and Ruth as they jump into the Bible to follow God's amazing rescue plan. Ooh, it's about Jesus, and all of it points to him, God's rescue plan.
Welcome to church! It's so good to see you this week. We are on the next of our series of God's amazing rescue plan, and today there's quite a lot of water involved.
Today you're going to need to find some paper and some pens and an obstacle course which you could build yourself.
So exciting. We're going to start off with a song. It's talking about a different load of water, but we love it, so we're going to do it again. It's called Walking on the Waves.
Walking on the waves, walking just like St. Peter. Takes a little faith to make it through the storms that beat ya. Walking on the waves, walking just like St. Peter. Takes a little faith to make it through the storms that beat ya. It's you, give me strength to take this step into the ocean waves that try to drag me to the bottom of these waters, but I know you will never let me drown. 'Cause I've never, ever, ever been this way before. But I know it's meant to be. 'Cause I'm only ever safe when I'm with you. Yeah, walking on the waves, walking just like St. Peter. Takes a little faith to make it through the storms that beat ya. Walking on the waves, walking just like St. Peter. Takes a little faith to make it through the storms that beat ya. I'm not scared to run, following the one who's walking on the waves, who's walking on the waves. I'm not scared to run, following the one who's walking on the waves, who's walking on the waves. Now I'm taking all my chances on you, life. 'Cause you have taken me beyond myself, beyond all my doubts. I know that you will never let me drown. 'Cause I've never, ever, ever been this way before. But I know it's meant to be. 'Cause I'm only ever safe when I'm with you. Yeah, walking on the waves, walking just like St. Peter. Takes a little faith to make it through the storms that beat ya. Walking on the waves, walking just like St. Peter. Takes a little faith to make it through the storms that beat ya. I'm not scared to run, following the one who's walking on the waves, who's walking on the waves. I'm not scared to run, following the one who's walking on the waves, who's walking on the waves. Walking on the waves, walking just like St. Peter. Takes a little faith to make it through the storms that beat ya. Walking on the waves, walking just like St. Peter. Takes a little faith to make it through the storms that beat ya. Walking on the waves, walking on the waves.
Our path just brought us to here, but how are we going to get across this?
I don't know. This is very confusing. Well, maybe I've got my wellies on, so I'm going to try wading across, okay?
Ruth, I think it's going to get too deep.
Yeah, I think it might be going to get
That's
a little
definitely
too
going to go
deep.
above your wellies.
And
Well, tell you what, shall I try and jump?
okay,
Okay, I'll do a run up. No, I can't jump that far.
you can't jump like 100 meters across the water.
I don't think so. I'd maybe get halfway,
Okay.
but
sure.
Yeah.
Well, how are we going to do it then?
It just feels like it's an impossible obstacle, that there's no way across. We've been hearing about the story of God's rescue plan for his people, how he was rescuing them out of Egypt. And when all of that happened, they must have thought, yes, we've done it. We've escaped. And they set off out of Egypt, carrying all their stuff with them. And they were journeying on through the desert until they came to the sea.
The sea. Not like a little river or a stream or even a pond. Something way, way bigger than this pond behind us.
It was a massive obstacle. There was no way past it.
They couldn't go over it. They couldn't go under it. They couldn't go round it because it was absolutely colossal. And what was even worse was the Egyptians, who they'd finally thought they'd escaped from, decided that actually they didn't want to let those slaves go. And so they were coming thundering up behind them in their chariots and on their horses and with camels and swords, and they were going to get them. And they were trapped. Or were they?
Moses told the people not to panic, that surely God would fight for them. He wouldn't let them be taken. And so he was getting them all ready to turn round and face the Egyptians. But God said, no, keep going. This is the way I've told you to go. Just go across the water.
Through the sea? I mean, maybe some of them could swim, but I don't imagine they could with all of their belongings and all of the things that they'd brought with them. How are they going to manage that?
And God said to Moses, I want you to stretch out your staff over the water. And Moses did as God had said. And all through the night there was a wind that was blowing against the water, and it was piling the water up into a massive heap, so that gradually there was dry land for them to walk through. God made a path through the middle of the sea for the Israelites to walk through. When the Egyptians saw that the Israelites were about to escape through on dry ground, they thought, we'd better get after them. And so they chased after them. But God wasn't going to let them be caught that easily. And so God rolled the waters back on top of the Egyptians. And so there was no way that they could trap the Israelites again.
Chris.
What?
Look.
What?
That was loud. I have just noticed that there is an actual path through the middle of this lake. We hadn't seen it before, but have a look at this.
We're going to walk through on dry ground. Look. Where we thought there was just an obstacle, turns out there's a way.
Who knew? So we're going to go this way. Come with us. So we're across. We did it. Isn't it amazing that where we see obstacles, things that can't be overcome, God sees a way. He makes a way through things for us.
What we think is impossible, God sees as possible. We're going to make something today to help remind us of the fact that God can help us overcome impossible obstacles. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to be making something that looks a bit like this. It kind of folds together like that, but unfolds so that it's got kind of a bit in the middle. And we're going to show you how to make this now.
Show us, Chris. I'm excited.
So we're going to start off by just folding it in half.
I can do that.
As close to half as you can make it. Then you're going to use your finger as your measurer. So you're going to measure a finger away from the centre.
Or two if you've got dinky fingers.
Stop my piece of paper blown away. So a finger in from the centre, and then you're going to fold along that bit as well.
So kind of folding it over your finger.
Yeah, so you've now basically got like two lines going down the middle of your page. Okay, so it's folded along that second line. Then you're going to measure another finger, and then you're going to fold it back on itself.
So I've got like a zigzag now.
Yeah, and it should be roughly lined up along that middle line that you folded at the start. Okay, but it's got a zigzag hidden behind it. And then we're going to do the same on the other side. So turn your bit of paper over, measure a finger, and then fold that bit over. And then measure a finger again, and fold it back. And what you should find is that you end up with like two doors meeting in the middle with your zigzags, so that they will open up like that. What we're going to use this for is on the front we're going to draw the sea that was the obstacle for God's people in the story. So draw a big sea that's blocking the way, and you could draw people at the front going, we can't get across, it's too impossible, and then the sea just completely blocking their way all the way across the front. So Ruth has just brilliantly demonstrated that. There's the people with their sad faces and the sea. And then we're going to open up to reveal our secret bit, and on that bit you're going to draw the path. So in the middle you can draw a straight path of dry ground going through the middle, and then on each side of it you can draw the waters piled up as God makes a way through the sea. So that you end up with something a bit like that. So it will fold up, look like it's impossible and there's no way past. We're trapped! And then you open it up and go, but God makes a way! Now we're going to pray, but we're going to pray in a really active way. So why don't you come with us now, and we're going to go and do our next activity.
Often we face things in our life that feel like we can't get over them, or round them, or through them, and we need to turn to God for help. So we're going to pray as we go through this shiny obstacle course. And every time we go through something or over something or round something, we're going to ask God to help us to overcome those obstacles. Maybe there's something you're facing in your life at the moment that you could pray about as you do this obstacle course.
I mean, you can't do our obstacle course, but you could make an even better one at home.
You probably could.
Let's do it.
Ready? Steady, go.
Amen. We hope you have a really great week and that you overcome all of the obstacles that are in front of you through God who gives you strength.
Bye.
Bye.
You are here, moving in our midst. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, working in this place. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, moving in our midst. I worship you. I worship you. You are here, working in this place. I worship you. I worship you. You are Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. That is who you are, and that is who you are. Oh, and that is who you are. That is who you are. My Yes, it is, yeah. It's who you are, Waymaker. Let's sing this together, even when I don't see it. Come on, even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, you're working. You never stop working. You never stop working. Come on. Even when I don't see it, you're working. Even when I don't feel it, yeah. You never stop. You're the Waymaker, yeah. Waymaker, miracle worker, promise keeper, light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Light in the darkness. My God, that is who you are. Oh, that is who you are.
That goose thinks it's hilarious. Outtake gold. All right, thank you. We've got that now. So the Israelites. Go away. I have dominion over you. Go. Okay. I'll try that again.